In this video, I want to talk to you about what a REIT is, or to give it its full name, a real estate investment trust. Hey, welcome back to the channel. For those of you new here, my name's Chris, and on here I love talking about how to make money online and how to be smarter with your money. Now, the title of this video is called How to Invest in Property on Any Budget. And that's exactly what we're going to look at. We're going to look at how you can invest in property through a real estate investment trust, also known as a property investment trust, because let's remember, real estate is just what Americans call property, and I'm assuming most of the viewers of this channel are in the UK. So if I call it property, then that's just what I'm calling it. We don't call it real estate here, do we? But now I've cleared that up, jumping on the laptop, we're here on the Freetrade homepage, and literally all you need to do is just go to stocks and then down to REITs here. And this is going to give you all the information that you need about REITs. And obviously in this video, we're going to go through it. And for those of you that watch to the end, I'm also going to let you know what REIT I've just put £500 of my own money into, which I found was a really, really good REIT to invest in. Obviously, not financial advice, but for anyone interested in finding out what that is, do of course watch to the end. But having said that then, getting into this guide. So REITs, or real estate investment trusts, are companies that own or operate income-producing real estate property, such as retail buildings, warehouses, apartments, data centers, infrastructure, or hotels, basically any kind of property really. A REIT can focus on one type of real estate property or cover a mix of properties in their portfolio. Now, this type of investment asset can provide retail investors with a great way to diversify their portfolios and invest in residential or commercial real estate without the hassle of buying and managing the properties themselves. And that's exactly why I'm so interested in REITs, because I was really wanting to sort of save up to get my first buy-to-let and own a buy-to-let property and be renting it out to a tenant and having an income each month from it. But then when I started finding out about all the potential downsides to that, yes, you can make more money by just getting a property and renting it out than investing in a REIT. But you have so many more risks where compared to investing in a REIT, it's just you put the money in, the investment trust is going to manage everything for you, and it's just much, much less hassle. But you'll find out about all that when I mention the advantages and disadvantages. With the first advantage being that they can provide steady dividend income just being the money that the trust is paying you for being invested into them. And REITs have to pay out 90% of their profits in the form of dividends to their investors. So that's a really, really great advantage there. Then, due to their lower correlation with the rest of the equity market, i.e. the rest of the stock market, they can help diversify your portfolio, which is always good to have that diversification. And they are a much more liquid investment compared to investing directly in property. Meaning there that, if you buy a property on a buy-to-let mortgage, you decide, okay, I want to just sell this, I want to get out of it. It's not that simple, is it? You then got to, get an estate agent, sell, wait for a buyer and all this stuff. And it just takes so much money and time to do that. With these, like the fund that I've just bought, the REIT I just invested in, if I wanted to sell it right now, I could, and just by literally clicking a few buttons on my phone. The final advantage listed here is REITs have the potential to provide total return on investment. Now, getting on to the disadvantages, like any other stock market investments, their value can go down as well as up. They can be massively impacted by real estate prices or property prices, which also tend to be correlated with the health of the economy. And even if REITs are exempt from corporate income tax, investors still need to pay tax on dividends if they are not kept in a tax wrapper, i.e. if you just buy REITs through your general investment account, you will need to pay that income tax on any dividends. However, for like myself, for example, I've bought my REIT through my ISA, my stocks and shares ISA, so I will not have anything, no tax or anything to pay on that income. It's just all tax-free, which is a fantastic thing to set yourself up for. And the final disadvantage there, saying not suited for short-term investment, REITs prices can be influenced by many factors over the short term, interest rates being one of these factors. And again, for me, investing in a REIT, and I'm sure if you're watching this channel, you're a long-term sort of buy and hold and wait for that value to go up in the long term. But yeah, for me, I'm not investing in anything to make a short-term gain. I'm looking at like a 20-year gain there. So 33 now, I want to be like 53 when I look to see how much gains I've made. And further down from the advantages and disadvantages, here we have types of REITs available to invest in. So there's many different kinds there. Equity, mortgage, retail, residential, office, healthcare, industrial, infrastructure. They have all of them. There's a lot of choice there. And yeah, you can then have a look here, how to buy and sell REITs. So as I mentioned, the general investment account, that's completely free on Freetrade, but you'll have that tax to pay on dividends. The one I use, stocks and shares ISA, that's £3 a month, and you'll have that tax-free safety there. Then you've got the Freetrade Plus account, which is £10 a month there, but there's some extra advantages for that. And then there's also the Freetrade SIP, which is it's just a self-invested personal pension that you can invest into REITs through. So yeah, if you want to really go for this long term and set that up in your retirement pot there, in your pension, then you can also do that through the Freetrade app as well. Then just down from that, there's the list of REITs on Freetrade, and I won't go through all these because there are many REITs here. But as you can see there, just scrolling down, that's quite a lengthy list of REITs available. And you can even click load more and get more shown up. So yeah, ridiculous amount of REITs available, and the choice is yours basically. Because you've made it to the end of the video, as promised, I'll let you know that Realty Income is the investment trust that I've invested in for a REIT. And I've just put £500 so far, and I do intend to keep adding money to that. And I'm going to do a separate video to this, which will explain in detail why. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.